Hey guys, it's Trisha. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be testing out a few new products from Essence, which I picked up today. They have a new line that is sort of like the fall line that they brought out, and it is called Coast and Chill. So I grabbed a few products from that, a few nail polishes, one blush, two liquid lipsticks, and a highlighter palette. So if you're curious to see what I think about this collection, then just keep on watching. Okay, so let's start off with what I bought. First off, I bought two face products. The first one is this Coast and Chill Blush Pebbles. So as you can see in here, there are small like pebbles which hold the pigment, I guess, for the blush. And it comes in this really cute packaging. I really like it. I think it's just so adorable, and I love that the front is just like nice and pink, and it's just really girly and feminine. So I thought this was really cute, so hopefully the blush is good as well. We'll see. And then I picked up this Strobing Palette. It looks really, really cute. This one seems to be like a golden highlighter, a more pink, and a more beige. So we'll see how it swatches and how it looks on the face. Next, I bought two liquid lipsticks, and they look like this. So as you can see, the top is white, and then they have the color of the lipstick on the bottom of the packaging. I think it's really cute, and it's nice that you know which color you're grabbing when you grab the tube. So I really like that. And they're nice and compact. I would say they're a little bit like thicker, like this way around, than maybe like one of those longer liquid lipstick tubes. So I think it will fit really nicely like in your purse or on your vanity, wherever you like to store them. So I think it's quite travel friendly as well. And lastly, I picked up two nail polishes. I thought they just looked really cute, so we'll see how these go on the nails. Okay, let's first start with the Blush Pebbles. Let's see what it says on the back. This is number 1, Cheeks on Fleek, and it has 4 colored blush powder pearls with light reflecting pigments. So I'm guessing that this is going to be quite a shimmery blush. I'm curious as to whether it'll be more of like a highlighter or just like a shimmery blush topper. So let's open it up. Okay, so when you open it, it has a nice protector there. We'll take that off. And here you can see the pebbles themselves. So I see what they mean by the 4 colors. I think you can see like there's like some darker bronze ones here at the bottom. You have like pink, a little bit more of a peachy one, and then also more of like a gold one over here. So it's quite cute. I think that the packaging is just so adorable. So I'm going to take my finger and just roll it around in there and see what kind of swatch we can get. Okay, so I'll be swatching it on my hand. Let's go for this. Trying to make sure that I get a little bit of every color. Okay, this is what I see. Now let's swatch it. I would say it looks kind of like a peachy gold shimmery color, but there's honestly not so much pigment to it. So I'm thinking it might be more of like a blush topper or more even like a highlight. So I'm gonna try putting it on as a blush, but if that doesn't work, then I think that I will put a regular blush on under it and then try to top it and see how that looks. Okay, so I'm going to be first applying just the Blush Pebbles on the left side of my face to see if we can get any color, and if we can't, then I will go in on the right side with the regular blush and use it as a topper and see if that shows up. So I'm going to be going in with just my regular blush brush. This one is from e.l.f. I'm just going to tap around, make sure I get a good amount of pigment on there. So you can see there it is, and let's see if it shows up. Oh, that's really pretty. I'm not sure if you can see it so well, but it definitely gave some sort of color. I would say it's quite peachy, and it's just a little bit shimmery indeed. It has more color than I expected it would, actually. I'm going to dip in one more time, see if I can build it up a little bit more. Oh yeah, this is gorgeous. It's really, really nice. I would say that it's just a nice peachy color with a little bit of a golden sheen over it. It's really, really nice. I really like that. So I'll just continue and do that on the other side of my face and put on a little bronzer, and then we can try out the Strobing Palette. So this is how my face looks with a little bit of bronzer added. I really, really like the blush. I think it gives a really healthy, peachy glow to the skin. It looks really, really nice. So next I'll be going in with this Strobing Palette. And let's see, this is number 1, Be Happy and Shine More. It's a cute name. So it says, velvety soft highlighting powder in 3 luminous shades, enriched with vitamin E, jojoba oil, and fine light reflecting pearls for a natural, beautiful glow. That sounds really good. And then they have one more thing on the back. It says, get the perfect glow. This palette is perfect for giving an overall glow or illuminating certain areas. Choose between the champagne, rosé, or bronze highlighting shade to create your individual look. Okay, so based on the back description, I would say that then this is the champagne, this is the rosé, and this is the bronze highlighting shade. So the packaging is just typical Essence. You can see the colors through the top lid here, and it's just in a clear package that opens up to show the highlighters like this. So now that we know the colors, let's get into swatching them. I'm going to first start with the champagne, then the rosé, and finally the bronze shade. Okay, so starting with the champagne one, just getting a little bit on. That's how it looks like on my finger. And on the back of my hand. Ooh, that one looks really, really nice. As they say, it's just like a champagne shade. I would say it's leaning on the pink side actually a little bit, but this looks like a really nice neutral color, not too warm and not too cool. Just looking at the palette, it looks like this rosé one is going to have a little bit less shimmer than the other two, but let's see if that's correct or not. So now going into the rosé one. This is how it looks on my finger. And now swatching it. Now that has actually more pigment than I expected it to. It is just a little bit less shimmery than that first one, and a little bit more icy, so I would say it's like a really, really light pink bordering kind of on like a whitish pink. That one also looks quite nice. I think that'll be good for sort of like a subtle glow day. Okay, now for the last one, and that is the bronze one. That's how it looks on my finger. Oh, that one looks really, really pretty as well. So looking at them up close, I have to say it's quite hard to see the difference between these two, but I would say that this one is actually a little bit brighter, the bronze one, and it has a little bit more gold to it, whereas this first one, the champagne one, is a little bit more neutral. It's like sort of like just a neutral beige, whereas this one is more like blinding, I would say, and also has a little bit more of a gold undertone. Okay, so those are all the shades, so I'm going to start putting it on my face now. So I'm going to be using the champagne one on the left side of my face, on this cheekbone, the bronze one on the right side of my face, and using the rosé one on the nose, cupid's bow, and on the inner corner of the eye. So first, going in with the champagne one. There's not too much kick up when you go in the pan, and you get a good amount of pigment, so let's see how it looks. So the first layer is a little bit more subtle than I think I expected, but you can definitely see a little bit of a glow on the top of my cheekbones. So I'm going to go in now with another layer and see if we can build it up. Okay, so this is how it looks. I think it's really, really pretty. It's not necessarily like a super blinding highlighter, but personally, I like more of the like luminous, just like glow from within ones anyways. I think it looks more natural and your skin just sort of like glows from within, which I find really pretty. So this one's really nice because it doesn't have any like chunks of glitter or anything. It's sitting on the skin well, and I don't think it is emphasizing any of the texture, so I think it looks really nice. I like this one. Okay, now for the right side of my face, I'm going to be going in with the bronze one. Let's see, that's the pigment, and now putting it on. Okay, so this one is just a little bit more gold than the one on this side, but honestly, it's not a huge difference. I had to look quite closely to see that the one on this side is not the same as this bronze one. But I'm going to put another layer on and see if this one gets a little bit more blinding than the first one we tried. So I think you can tell this one is a lot brighter, especially when you layer it up. I would say this one is definitely more blinding than the first one. So the champagne one on the left side is just more of like a glow within, and this one is really like a blinding highlighter. It's actually really, really pretty. I really like that. I think especially when you would set this one with setting spray, it would just look like really wet. I think it would be so gorgeous. Okay, now lastly to try this rosé one. This one's a bit more powdery, I noticed when I put my brush into the pan than the other ones. A little bit more chalky. So I'll just tap off the excess and go on the nose. And I'm just grabbing a different brush for the inner corner of the eye. So going in on the inner corner as well. And using it under the brow bone. Okay, so if I look up close at the pink one, it definitely has a little bit of shimmer there, but it's much more matte than the other two ones in the palette. And I think especially once you set it, it'll look really nice. It's just a little bit more of a subtle matte with like a little bit of a pink tint to it. Right now it looks just the slightest bit chalky, but as I said, once you set it with setting spray, I think that the chalkiness will go away. Okay, so the last makeup that I got was these two liquid lipsticks. We have number 1, this brown one, Smooth and Move, and number 2, this one, Smooth and Groove. It's a cute play on words. Okay, so this says this is going to be a long-lasting liquid lipstick for velvet matte lips, buildable coverage. So to me that says maybe that it won't cover completely in the first layer and you maybe need to layer it up again, but let's see how it goes when applying. So first I'm going to start with this one, number 1, Smooth and Move. This is the more neutral one. So this is the applicator. It's just a typical doe foot applicator, but then it's cut straight across like this. So let's swatch it first. Okay, it looks quite moussey, the formula. The color payoff seems to be quite good actually. I would say it's a warm nude. So let's see how it looks on my lips. So this is the first color. I would call it a warm nude, but not like brown orange warm, but just like a little bit more warm than like a neutral beige. So I think it's a really nice color for fall. It doesn't feel sticky at all. I think it's gonna feel maybe a little bit drying because it's sort of like a moussey texture, but I think it's not that bad so far. One thing I did notice while applying is when you take the applicator out, you get a lot of extra product on the end, so I would make sure to like just take off that little extra bit before applying it to the lips. It will mean that you'll have to go in several times for more product, but I think that's better than just applying way too much at one time and trying to like move it around with the applicator. So that's just one thing I noticed. So that was the first color. Now I will try on the second one. Okay, now for the second color, this one was number 2, Smooth and Groove. Show you swatched what it looks like. Again, it's quite a thick formula, so you just need to make sure to wipe off that excess off of the applicator before you go in on your lips. So these are the 2 liquid lipsticks. So as I said, this one is more of like a purpley gray color, and this one is a slightly warm nude. Okay, this is the second color with one layer. I think it's pretty opaque, but it could maybe use a second layer in spots, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, so this is what it looks like with two layers. I think that the second layer definitely made it more opaque. It doesn't seem to be building up anywhere, so it is buildable, so I agree with that. This color is so interesting. It's like purple mixed with a little bit of gray, but it doesn't look super cool toned somehow. So I don't know how to describe it exactly. It's like a gray purple, but it somehow still has a little bit of warmth to it. So I really like this one. I think it's really, really cool color, and it's really nice for fall as well. I've never seen a color like this, so really good job, Essence, on picking out some really nice colors. I really like it. Now let's see if it's transfer proof. Okay, so just a little bit came off, but I would say just for the most part, it'll stay put, I think. So that was it for all of the makeup that I got, and then I got these two nail colors as well. First I have this muted pink, I would call it, sort of like a mauve-y muted pink, and the name of this one is number 2 Relax Rosy. Actually, that's a really good way to call it. It's like a rosy pink. It's not like super bright or super light. It's just like a nice rose color. And this one claims to have a matte effect on the nails. And then we have this color. This is number 3, Listen to the Sound of the Waves. That's really cute. And this one claims to be a sand effect. So I was really intrigued by that. I'm not sure what they mean by sand effect. So I will see how it looks on my nails. And this one seems to be sort of like a, I would say like a silver, but with like a hint of blue in it. So what I think I'm going to do is either alternate the colors or maybe do all of the pink with only one finger on each hand with the silvery blue. So I'm going to do that, and then I will be back a little bit later to give you my final thoughts on the lipstick and how it wore. I'm going to leave this on and see how long it wears for, and also I will show you how the nails look. Hey guys, so it's actually the next day, and I just wanted to come back and tell you how the nail polish was and also talk a little bit about how the liquid lipstick wore. So this is how I painted my nails. It's really cute, I think. The pink color, you can see, it's dried matte, and I think it gives such a nice finish. I think it's really natural, but also kind of like a little bit more unique than just a glossy polish, so I really like that one. And then you can see the other color is indeed a little bit more of a lightish blue on the nails. It looks a little bit more silver in the actual bottle, but I really, really like how it looks as well. And I'm going to insert a picture now because it's really hard to show you exactly what this color looks like, because this one claimed to have a sand effect, and I said I don't know what that actually means. But once you paint your nails, you can see that there are small dark blue specks throughout the nail polish. They're really, really, really small, so it's not like it's polka dotted, but as they say, it gives sort of like a sand effect, like you have small granules of like blue throughout it. So I would call it actually more of like a speckled, like just a speckled look actually. So I think it's really cute. I really like the effect that it gives. So overall, I think these are two really nice nail polishes, and they're unique, and I'll definitely be wearing them again. As for the liquid lipstick, I wore it last night. It lasted, I would say, roughly 3 to 4 hours. It did feel a little bit dry, to be honest, but I also did do like a swatch and then take it off and then reapply the other liquid lipstick. So my lips started out a little bit more dry than they normally would if I would have had just lip balm on first and then put on the liquid lipstick. So I would say give it like about 3 to 4 hours, and then the inside of the lips will maybe start to wear away a little bit, but overall I think it wore quite nicely, and it didn't like chip off or anything like that. So I would say roughly 4 hours, and then maybe it's time to fix it up again. So that was it for the new Essence Coast and Chill collection. I will go through one more time and just give you a recap of what I thought of everything. So first we had this Coast and Chill Blush Pebbles. I think this is absolutely adorable. The packaging is so cute, and it just gives such a nice peachy, like with a little bit of golden glow to the cheeks. I think it's really, really pretty, and I'm really surprised that there's actually so much pigment that comes out of these blush pebbles. So I'll definitely be using again, and I would highly recommend it. I think it's just so cute, and the product is really good. Next we had the Strobing Palette. I also really liked this. I thought that the highlighters were really pretty. This champagne one was a little bit less blinding than the bronze one, and the rosé one in the middle was also quite like more of a matte, like with a hint of pink. So you have really nice like different selection of all the colors. At first I thought that these two outside ones would be a little bit too similar, but since this gold is so blinding, it really does make it different than the champagne, which is a little bit more of like a natural glow from within. So I would also highly recommend this one as well. And then we had the liquid lipsticks. I think these are really cute. For how cheap they are, the colors are so unique and you can't really find it in any other liquid lipstick collections, at least that I've seen. So I think they did a great job with choosing the colors. The liquid lipsticks themselves go on really smooth. You can get it to be completely opaque. So overall, I'm really happy with these. I think they feel a little bit drying, but that's just a personal thing I always have with liquid lipsticks. I usually prefer more of like a satin lipstick or a lipstick out of the tube because I don't find it as drying, but I think for the price and because the colors are so unique, I will definitely use these again. And lastly, we had these two nail polishes. I think the colors are absolutely gorgeous and it's really cute. This rosy one you can just wear like anytime, and I think that this one was a nice addition to the collection. So I won't expect that these will last like weeks on me, but I think the quality is quite good for the price, and I think you can go a few days with having these look really nice. So I think it's nice that they have these limited edition colors, and it was a nice addition to the collection as well. So those are my final thoughts. I'm overall really happy with the collection. I think they did a great job, and I'm happy that so many of the products worked out for me, and I think the colors they chose are just perfect for fall, and just they did a really good job with it. So those are my thoughts on the collection. Are you guys considering buying these as well? Let me know if you do. I will, by the way, put all of the prices for everything down in the description box below so you guys can see how much everything was. But I live in the Netherlands, so for me it's in euros, but I think we can just generally say that everything is under €5 or $5, so everything is really affordable from this collection. So I hope you guys liked watching this first impressions. I really enjoyed doing it, and I can't wait to use the products a little bit more. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel to not miss out on any future videos that I do, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye!